Chemistry is more than just beautiful colors or cool reactions. Hi, my name is Rodney Morales. Being a chem major, I found the good and bad of chemistry. I've had the chance to do two research studies. The first was at DeSales University. A team and I looked at the release rate of different medications. The second was while working at Penn Color. During my internship over the summer, I did a recycle study test of how to produce a product while creating less waste. Through these two studies, I was able to find a new field or division of chemistry, which is called green chemistry. Green chemistry is an organization I started to follow that looked into the bad outcomes that have happened due to poor chemical management and waste management. These bad outcomes range from people becoming ill or people getting cancer and dying. Green chemistry started to change the way food chemical regulations, the conservation of energy, and the production of medications were done in order to ensure positive outcomes. I learned many things while working at Pink Color. The first was food chemical regulations. I was tasked to find a better way of recycling the waste that was being produced. I first had to do a lot of reading of the chemicals that are allowed to be used in the food process or packaging. These chemicals allowed into the food process or packaging are fit under different classes, like preservatives, colorants, and dietary ingredients. These classes are monitored by the FDA to either be banned or allowed. Other than the chemicals allowed in the food being regulated, also the chemicals used in the packaging or in the containers that hold the food are regulated also. This is where I first ran into green chemistry. I used their process of finding the best chemicals to use when related to food. I found that PET was the best to use, which is polyterene phthalate, which is easy to recycle due to its heating and treating. But due to this heating and treating process, it consumes a large amount of energy, which is not good. I learned more than just food chemical regulations at Pink Color. I also learned how to conserve energy. Energy efficiency is something that green chemistry looks into very well. But the conservation of energy, when related to chemists, is not so well. That is because chemists follow protocol into doing reactions and producing a product trying to get a high percent yield. This means that chemists go from point A to point B, overlooking everything else. For my research, the high energy consumption due to the heating and treating is not well. So in order to reduce this, I follow plans that green chemistry used in the past. I used water to retain heat and to cool certain parts of the procedure. Other than the food regulations and energy conserved, the next lesson was the production of medications. For the production of medications, I learned in DeSales. That research team, we did different tests trying to figure out the release rates of different medications. This means we looked into how long the medications would be in your body, or how long it would take until it started working. So while doing the research, I found green chemistry's procedures on how to use recyclable medications or chemicals to make the medication. By bypassing plants and using modified yeast to advance sugar chemicals in order to make the chemical that needed to make the medication. Doing this increased the release rate of the medications, which means that it is better for the environment too, because it's made without other chemicals help. Something else I learned from green chemistry was how to properly get rid of certain chemicals. If not done right, they can hurt the environment and then end up getting people sick. These bad outcomes can be These bad outcomes can be taken away while doing green chemistry's organization's processes. Green chemistry's procedures helped eliminate bad outcomes due to the safer way of dealing and getting rid of chemicals. I hope you've all learned more of what green chemistry is and what it has done. Without sustainable chemical procedures, waste management, and the conservation of energy, the bad outcomes level would increase. But thanks to scientists and engineers at Green Chemistry Organization, these outcomes have been lowered. These changes were done to protect and benefit the economy, people, planet, and by finding innovative ways to reduce waste, conserve energy, and discover replacements for hazardous substances. With green chemistry finding ways to improve the earth, what will you change?